Let's talk about Nelly and Ashanti. Oh my God. So I didn't watch the show, the reality show that they have, but I've seen people talking about what happened on the show, and apparently there is a scene where Nelly is basically like, "Hey Ashanti, I love you, but until the baby can walk and talk and is more self-sufficient, everything is on you. Diapers, feedings, it's all on you." And I saw somebody post the take that we don't know their relationship and reality TV ruins relationships. I think that is false. You can't ruin a healthy relationship. Unhealthy relationships ruin relationships. And yes, if you're saying something stupid like until the baby is self-sufficient, that's your baby. I don't have to see your entire relationship and be a fly on the wall to know that that's something unhealthy. Because these men who have this attitude, they didn't have nothing to say when they were helping make the baby. And all of a sudden, when it's time to put in work, it's not theirs. I've already lost all respect for Nelly when he performed for the current orange person that's in office. So I'm strictly here for Ashanti. I no longer F with Nelly because I need to know. First of all, let's get off subject here. A man who is willing to compromise his beliefs for some change, for some chump change or some Trump change, is not somebody that I would want to talk to. I need somebody who can hold strong in their beliefs and their convictions and who can't be easily persuaded. There is no amount of money that you can give me to make me perform for and or with someone who's doing the horrible things that idiot in office is doing right now. I just turned my light on. Hopefully that's a little bit better. But I don't want to be associated with that. I never want that to come back to haunt me. I never want anybody to assume that just because I'm next to this person that I actually support this person. Let's talk about how crazy that is. And I couldn't be in a relationship with someone like that. Just couldn't. And I'm so strong in my political beliefs, and I know some idiot's going to comment, "Why do political beliefs matter?" And it's somebody that always supports Trump or a black man who has no integrity. But I would end a relationship over you supporting that person specifically, or anybody like him, or anybody who supports him in any way. Sorry, I got cut off, but anybody who supports him in any way. That tells me a lot about the type of person you are, that you can be paid off. But anyway, a lot of these marriages where there are kids involved, a lot of women are married single moms. And even if you're not married, they're just single moms. They're kind of in a situation where they do everything and the man gets to sleep through the night and act like the wife is the nanny. A lot of men have no problem having children. A lot of men want children, but they don't want to be fathers. A lot of men want a wife, but they don't want to be husbands. I'm willing to bet that Nelly does not do dishes either. He does not do any kind of cleaning. And just what an ignorant thing to say. It just makes me not like him even more. I heard somebody make a video talking about we don't know their relationship. Again, like I said, there are certain things that can be said that once we as the general public hear it, we pretty much know what's up. A lot of us have been there and done that, and we know what's up. And you can't say something like that and tell me that you are in a healthy relationship. There's just no way, because what do you mean your child that is half of you, that you helped me make, you were there for the event, and that's not your child until they're self-sufficient? What in the entire world are we talking about here? And this is why, and a lot of you who have been following my content can validate this, I have said so many times, do not circle the block. Do not go back to your ex. Do not rekindle that relationship. There's people are so obsessed with wanting some romantic story about how they met. They want to be able to say yes, and we lost contact and we came back together. We need to stop worrying about that. Y'all broke up. There's a reason why y'all broke up. Move on, because there will be a moment where they show you why y'all broke up and why you should break up again. Sometimes lessons have to be repeated until the lesson is learned, which is really unfortunate. I have so many women who argue with me in my comment sections about what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying is true. Not only have I gone through a lot of the things that I talk about, but I talk to women who have gone through a lot of these things. Women pay me to help them sort out their relationship issues. Let me know if you're interested in that. But I know this to be true. It is very rare that people rekindle relationships and it turns out to be this happy, healthy relationship and everybody lives happily ever after. And sometimes you gotta be reunited and it feels so good. No, absolutely not. I don't know Ashanti personally, but a lot of women, I said this yesterday in a video, and I don't know her personally. I'm just talking in general about all women. I'm not talking about her personally. Ashanti, if you're watching this, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about women in general. A lot of women, when they get to a certain age, it can go two ways. It can go, you know what? I'm happy by myself. If a good relationship happens, it happens. Or it's panic. The clock is ticking. I have to hurry up and have a baby. I have to hurry up and settle down. I don't want to be by myself. If you are the second option, you will rekindle romances with exes. You will date the first man who gives you 5 seconds of attention. You will overlook red flags, piping hot, neon, burning, red flags that are brighter than the sun. It's okay to be single, y'all. I know society wants women to believe that you have to have a relationship or you're going to explode, but you don't have to have a relationship. You need your brain, you need your lungs, you need your heart, you need your internal organs to survive, to live, but you don't need a romantic relationship. Yes, we need community, but there are so many different ways to gain community. It doesn't always have to be through a romantic relationship. Because when I tell women that it's okay to be single, the first thing somebody says is, well, you need community. Yes, but there are different types of community that have nothing to do with romantic. If you think a romantic relationship is the only type of community that a woman can have, that there's something seriously warped and wrong with that. And this is coming from someone who goes to therapy. You need therapy to undo that. Because that means that you don't think friends are enough, healthy relationships with family members are enough. You don't think volunteer work is enough. You can only be happy and satisfied with a man. But anyway, reality TV, if that relationship ends, reality TV is not to blame. I saw somebody that our opinions on their relationship is going to be to blame because it's going to influence Ashanti's decision on whether or not to stay with him. If they broke up, I can't talk. If they break up, it's because they need to. And people want to blame everything else except for the fact that that relationship is an unhealthy one. There is nothing nobody can tell me that's going to make me break up with somebody that I love. And have we as women not proven that already? All the stupid mistakes that we make, all the toxic relationships that we stay in despite that the fact that we have people telling us, girl, that man is not good for you. Girl, that man ran over you and slept with your sister. Why are you still with him? So nobody can influence us to do anything. We are just seeing what has happened behind closed doors. And because we're on the outside looking in, and a lot of us have been there and done that, we're telling you that this is a red flag. And it is.